Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom, and I'm here to do a reading for the Leos. Okay, it's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or anybody who has Leo in their chart. So I'm gonna start with my prayer, and then we'll go into the reading. And what I think I'm gonna do, I'm trying something a little different. Instead of going deeper into the tarot, I'll kind of leave it here, and I'm going to start to try to do deeper readings from the channel. Like I do lighter, quick ones. And I go like into deeper ones on the channel, so it can make the actual time of the reading shorter, but you can still get the gust of what I want to present. Okay. All right. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for Leos. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anybody that has Leo in their chart. I'm calling my spiritual team, asking for divine white light and guidance to be bestowed upon me so that I can communicate with source energy and only communicate messages for the highest good or for the collective of the Leos. Thank you, God, for this opportunity. I'm calling my spiritual team, sending out white light and love to those energies and those entities. And thank you guys for this opportunity and exposure. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, Leos. Okay, Leos. The overall energy you guys have, you got the Three of Cups with the Devil and the Page of Swords here. And the deck that I'm using is the Light Seers Tarot deck, okay? The Light Seers Tarot deck is what I'm using, okay? And, each tarot deck represents the cards a little differently, but for the most part, all the meanings are the same. But in this case, with the Three of Cups, and this one it's talking about like being more cooperative in a situation, okay? Having more harmony in some type of situation where you can cooperate, or building up your I want to say spiritual team. So it's talking about value relationships, or relationships that you value, but it's also kind of talking about a dispute that can be going on, or some type of miscommunication that's been expressed, and as a result you may feel left out, or there's a need to make amends at this time. Okay. All right, so that's what this Three of Cups is representing for me. Okay, so the cups represents emotions. So it's something here that was miscommunicated inside of like either a friendship or some type of group that you're in. It could be a family relationship, and you're feeling some kind of way about it. Okay, and I say that because right next to the Three of Cups is the Devil card. Okay, so a lot of devil energy right here in whatever this is. So what's happening is they're asking me to tell you, Leos, to make sure you have a grip on yourself. Don't let other things take you outside of your character. And when I mean other things, I mean like different things that can be said to you and you're reacting off of them. Something that keeps being communicated to you and you don't approve of. It could be certain things like addictions, or just it's this energy that you're in your darker side of your energy, which is not a bad thing. On his, it's not a bad thing, but on its own it is. So you have to have an overview of what this is what it's saying. So they don't want you to be manipulated by your own energy, is what they're saying. So it's like you're trapped, but you're trapped in your own story right now. So it's something that you felt that was done wrong to you, or you felt like you didn't have the upper hand at something, and you feel some kind of way. They're saying whatever it is that didn't work out for you, you need to release it, because staying in this battle is only going to cause more conflict, is what they're saying. So it creates more negativity for yourself, is what Spirit is saying. So when you're in this phase where you're feeling like you didn't get what you want, and you're kind of in your shadow energy, and you're operating from that aspect where you're trying to manipulate things to get what you want, they're saying that it creates negativity for you. And it actually, you give your power away, because I think you're communicating from anger and frustration and irritation, that whatever you're voicing or vocalizing out there, all that energy is going to come back to you. So it's like you're putting out negativity, you're going to get back negativity. Even if it was something negative that got you into a situation or current circumstance, you don't fight fire with fire. Okay, so you got to approach this differently, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, and then it could be like, maybe because whatever went on, it could have made you like angry or upset, and instead of dealing with the problem, maybe you're like overindulging in food, or overly working, or overly drinking, overly smoking, whatever it is that you're doing, because you feel healthy. So you're forming negative addictions or like codependent relationships where, codependent could be like where you can't function without that person, or you got to have that negative interaction, or you have to have the last word. It's like you're in a cycle with something that's not good for you. Now you're in your shadow energy in order to seek liberation from what's keeping you there. Okay, so it's a lesson to be learned here, but it's like right now, like when you're in your shadow energy, you have fragmented parts of yourself that's needing to be pulled together. Like you basically disconnected from source and you try to handle something on your own. And when you do that, it's like this gap or this empty feeling, and you try to replace it with other things. Hence, food, alcohol, another person, sex, whatever it could be. It's like replacing something that's empty within you because you disconnected with divine source, with God's love, and you wanting something to fill those gaps, but what you're filling it with isn't healthy at this time. Okay, so you wanting to untrap yourself from this like dark energy. I mean, you can learn the lessons, and the way you untrap yourself is acknowledging what is so that you can release. You have to learn how to walk away from some battles. Okay, you're not going to win every battle. In order to like win the war, you're going to have to lose some battles, and in losing the battles, you building up your strategy. You figuring out what didn't work, what I need to do next time to make it right is what they're saying. Okay, so you have this energy where a restless energy. You don't know what to do. So that's why you're filling it with those things that's not good for you, whether it's your negative thoughts, whether it's your fear, whether it's your doubt, whether it's like I said, substance abuse. It's like whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So some of it is like negative gossip about the situation. It's like you're gossiping about it, or you talking about what you're going to do. It's like you're all talk and no actions, what they're saying. So it's like, this energy is very unsettling, is what they're saying, and they need you guys to work on it. You got to learn from what you're experiencing and learn how to work through this. This is the Page of Swords. Okay, so they're saying it's a lesson in this situation right now that you're in. These may not seem like it's working out for you, but they don't want you to take the wrong turn or act in your lower energy because you're upset. So they need you to pull back or walk to strategize about how to proceed, and that's when you'll get more cooperation, more harmony, more togetherness. You know what I'm saying? When you're more aligned with the people and the situation that's around you is what they're saying. The reason why you're having so much conflict in the feet is because you're going through a process of change right now, and a lot of the change has already happened, but you haven't mentally or emotionally processed it. So you're learning how to handle yourself, and you're trying to get a grip on your overall well-being. But instead of like really working on yourself, you're projecting, or you're sending energy out that's negative because you're reacting to situations based on how you feel and not taking the time to heal from your feelings is what they're saying. Okay, so it's making you have a lack of sensitivity, and it's making you take action that's not in your highest good. Okay, so don't respond right now to the situations around you. Hear what the other party has to say, or process through what's already been said, what's already been done, and heal your emotions before you take any actions in any way, is what they're saying. Okay. Woo. Okay. So you're being tested, Spirit is saying. You're being tested. God allows us to be tested in order for us to learn lessons, is what he's saying. And God doesn't put anything on you that you can't handle. So you're trying to figure out what's my next step in life, or what can I do to make myself better? So instead of focusing on other things that's not going, that really other things is not in your control. You know what I'm saying? Like only thing you control is your person, yourself, how you react to things and what you do. So the things that's beyond you, that's not your internal conflict or your emotional disturbance, those are things you can control. Your mental conflict and emotional disturbance, that's the stuff you have to work on, which is a little bit harder to work on than the stuff that's around you. Around you, you have absolutely no control of that. The only thing you can control is how you interact with your environment. It's what Spirit is saying, okay? So it's a lot of change. We got another 5 here, which is material and financial change, okay? You got a lot of change here in your actual physical world, but this is set in place on purpose. The challenges are presented to you on purpose. The challenges or losses that you experience, because they want you to be resourceful with your spiritual self, your higher self, your high priestess or your goddess self. They want you to learn the lesson. And a lesson doesn't have to do with anything outside of you. Your environment is a reflection of something that's within you that needs to be healed. Okay. And you got the devil card again. So the devil card is like, you guys are being tempted to, engage in ways that's not the most productive, not the most healthy. You have a lot of self-limiting behaviors, okay, is what they're saying. All those things need to be addressed. Why are you being triggered by this person? Why are you being triggered by the situation? Why haven't you healed from this? You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things you got to like tune into. So you just know at the time, some of you might be disconnected from spirit and you're replacing it with things that's not good for you to try to fill a void, is what they're saying. So just if you kind of look at this as what it is, a learning experience, because you are going through a lot of change. The conflict that's being presented that's within you is the thing that needs to be healed. The situation around you that's changed is already happened. You have to learn how to deal with that, is what they're saying, and not to project or replace, like, what should be a positive experience as far as a lesson that you learn in yourself so you can grow and develop and elevate to something where you're going back and forth with somebody in a war or a battle that you're not going to win, is what they're saying. So the energy, what they're saying is when you're making decisions, take into account what your heart and soul are saying. Okay, that's your higher self, that's your spiritual self. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Your logic can keep you in that conflict. Okay, so choose love and not fear. Okay, that's the first card. You got the heart and soul card. Then you have the healing card, where it's saying, I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for eternity. So that's God's love. That's one. He's wanting you to reconnect with your soul mission, your soul purpose. And in doing so, you're going to have to let go of a situation that's beyond your control so that you can start your healing process. And I think what it is about this, it makes some of you nervous. It's like a fear of the unknown. So if the situation has changed and it's changed up your whole lifestyle, you had a fear about the unknown. So it's time for deep exploration and transformation. So unfamiliar territory leads to a new horizon. So it's like it's pushing you to move to a different stage in your life. So you're going to have to explore something that you haven't. It's easier for some of you to kind of stay in your rut and go back and forth with this person or situation, or to talk about what went wrong, or to keep up gossip. But that's not the way the spirit is wanting you to deal with this, is what they're saying. Okay, so they want you to focus on your higher self, your higher energy, just the high priestess. Okay, just looking at this balancing your shadow energy, not dismissing the shadow energy. The darker energy that you're feeling is not the other person. That's just a mere reflection of your experiences to make you realize there's something that's within you that needs to be worked out. Okay, so balancing your shadow energy and your higher self and understanding a lesson. So the confusion is not from the other person. The confusion is from you not identifying with something within yourself. It's because you have disconnected with source, with God. Is what spirit is what my angels are telling me to tell you. Okay, you disconnected and want you to reconnect with source and God. In order to reconnect, you're gonna have to release the situation, because the reason why the situation is not working out is because it was time for it not to work out, because it was time for you to deal with what it is you're supposed to be dealing with at this time. So it may have seemed sudden, it may seem not fair, it may seem like, oh my God, I gotta build from scratch, but that's what it is. In order to transform, you can't transform in your like in your same state. You're going to have to dismantle or take apart or demolish the current structure in order to build something on more solid ground, is what they're saying. And then, only then, when you start to see your ships come in, okay, that's when you're going to start to see that you're going to start to get what you want. You're going to start to grow yourself. You're going to start to grow and mature differently, okay? But you have to let go of the thing that you're holding on to tightly. The reason why you hold on too tight to that thing is because you disconnected from source, and you're trying to replace that love, that energy, with a person or material things. And it's not going to happen. It's going to just dig you into a deeper hole. Okay, now what don't they see, spirit? What is it that the Leos need to see that they don't see at this time? They're saying that they don't see, you guys don't see that you're holding on to a past situation where you're trying to defend your position or defend your your state, and that's what's leaving you stuck right now. Okay, defending past situation that really has no relevance to your current life right now. Okay, so you need to let it go. You need to move into a different direction, is what they're saying. Okay, let's look at aspects of this energy for Leos. In order to do this, Leo, in order to establish stability for yourself and to have cooperation and abundance and like good communication and closeness with friends and family, because I feel like there's a disconnect right now. You guys are going to have the courage and the strength, not the inner courage, to be gentle with the situation, to not respond in a harsh way, or not to go back and forth with the gossip and the negative talk. And the fact that you're talking about all this and is already past and is a negative situation is keeping you in a negative mindset. You have to have the courage to push past this energy in order to establish something stable for yourself, in order to have happiness and contentment in your life. Okay, so what's testing the Leos at this time, Spirit? Okay, so what's testing you is balance. The Justice card. You have to maintain balance when things are out of order. Look, the same two columns in the High Priestess. When things are out of order, it's because there's an imbalance within yourself. Like you're too into your shadow energy, into the negativity and what's not working and how it should be, and blah 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 blah. Okay, you need to balance this energy, your shadow energy, with your higher energy, with God, with source energy, and that's what's going to like stabilize the situation. Okay. Also, they want you to recognize that abundance is here, and whatever it is that you're seeking is not something that's outside of you. You can't, like I said, control your environment. Once you balance yourself on an emotional, spiritual, mental level, that's when you'll see abundance flow to you, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. Okay. Some energy if they pass the test. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So once you do that, you're going to start to see that when you start to cooperate and relax, the people around you are going to start to cooperate and relax. It's like it's like I said, your reflection of your environment is a reflection of you. So however you feel it on the inside, that's the type of energy, and those are the type of people and situations you're drawn to you, or the type of energy and situations that you're keeping yourself in because you don't want to let go, to release, to reveal, is what they're saying. So focus on stabilizing yourself, your emotions, your emotional aspect, and then that's when you're going to see change around you. Okay, let's see outcome based on current energies right now. You're going to be in your Queen of Wands energy. You're going to be like more optimistic, happy. So once you balance up, you're going to feel genuinely more happy, more relaxed, more like you're in control, but not in control where you're trying to control your environment, in control of how you react to your environment. Oh, that might be your title. Control how you react to your environment. Okay, now give me a couple more cards for Leo before we close it out. Yeah, and be truthful with yourself. Be honest with how you are relating to the situation. And I think that's half the key. You know, be honest and truthful with yourself about how you relate to things, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and learn how to walk away when something doesn't. So let's say you soul search, you understand what it is that you truly want, and the situation that you're currently in doesn't fit that. What do? You walk away. Okay? You walk away so that you can reveal what it is that you want somewhere differently, where you're going to get what you want from a situation. Okay? And that's the truth. All right? So let's see. Let me get some advice cards for Leos before we close it out. Thank you guys for watching. Also, can you guys, if you haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe? I'm trying to build my channel up. I would appreciate that. And I want to get more good content out, and I want more people to see it. Okay, so at this time, rest and do that soul searching so that you can heal, Leo. That's what Spirit is saying right now. That's the advice that they have for you. What else? Yeah, take responsibilities for your actions and situation, and don't do anything that you're going to regret later. You know what I'm saying? So don't operate in your shadow energy. When you're upset, that's time for you to process, so you can dismantle the situation, understand how you want to approach things. Would that mean you're going to walk away from something, or just accepting it and connecting with source energy, so that you can like just be responsible in the situation. Be responsible to yourself. Be responsible to the parties that's around you. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. And the way you do that is by dealing with your energies and the way you project what you're feeling differently is what they're saying. So understanding is the last card. So understanding the situation, you understanding different perspective, you understanding yourself more, why you're in the state, why you feel upset is what's going to lead to healing and just balance in your life. Okay. All right, Leo, that's what I have. Until next time, light and love.